Alright guys, I'm back with the final reveal on the Zaku Sniper. Have everything put back together, flat coated, decals are on it, and everything's reassembled, detail painting's done. As you all can see, here it is. Came out pretty good. Not perfect by any means. I've made my share of mistakes on this. The biggest one being when I was removing some of the masking, some of the paint just lifted off, and I'm gonna go ahead and guess that I mean the paint and the primer, everything, and I was using Stynol Res. That's all I use for primer now too. My guess is that I just did not get all of the mold release off of these parts before I started painting it up. But I fixed that. I intentionally, you can see a spot right there that I had to repaint, and I intentionally repainted it with a darker color, just to try and make it look like maybe it was some sort of field repair or something along those lines. My other big mistake on this was the shoulder, the decal that I put on the shoulder armor there. First of all, I went through about that was the third one I tried to put on. The other two just disintegrated when I put them on. And then that one I put on upside down. I had intended to have it facing the other way. But as I was looking at it, anyways, long story short, I put it on upside down. But it actually kind of works the way it is. So yeah, it came out pretty good. You can see the mono eye and then the scope on the gun. Those are both painted. Not normally they give you these little foil things to use for those. I never use them. It's easier to just paint the back side of the mono eye white, and then you just use clear Tamiya. In this case it was orange, and then green for the gun over the top side of it, and then the white just kind of makes it pop. Looks a lot better than those stupid little foil stickers. So yeah, that's that. And then what else? I tried the AK True Metals. I used those on the thrusters, on the outside of the thrusters. Now it won't focus. I really like using that stuff. Really gives a nice metallic shine and look. I don't know why this thing focus. Anyways, so that's that. I did a little bit of detail painting on the backpack. Yeah, that's that. I'm pretty happy with how this thing looks all in all. Oh, and then the gun, this part of the gun, painted it flat black, and then I used sorry for the dog. I used graphite powder on a Q-tip and rubbed that on there to give it like a metallic sheen to it, kind of give it a gunmetal look. That worked out pretty good. I'm gonna start doing that with weapons more often. But yeah, that's that. All in all, I'm pretty happy with how this thing turned out, despite my issues with the paint. And then another quick episode of what kind of crap have I been spending my money on. Another purchase off of eBay. There we go. Tamiya Jordan 191 Formula One car from the 1991 Formula One season. This is a kit that was made in 1992, and I was actually really shocked when I opened this box up. I was expecting the decals inside to be pretty much shot, and they are in perfect condition. So that was a nice little bonus to this kit. So yeah, I'll get around to putting this thing together at some point in the future. Still not my entry to Tactical Jackalope's Top Speed contest. Again, have a different model in mind for that. But yeah, I just love the cars from Formula One cars, in my opinion, in the, I don't know, from about 89 to 93 had looked better than they've ever looked before or since. yeah, it was just kind of the sweet spot in what the designers were doing. All the teams still were getting distinct design shapes to all of their cars, and nothing, not all of the cars looked exactly alike. So this was I got this really cheap off of eBay, and I was really surprised, like I said, when I opened it, and the decals are in perfect condition. So anyways, that's that, and there's that car. And then one last look at the Zaku sniper. I'll post some pictures onto the Styrene Syndicate and some other places later on here. But yeah, like I said, pretty happy with how this thing turned out, despite my mistakes. Anyways,